Now when the Pisces sign goes into the 8th house in your Navamsa, remember the Navamsa is the house of the chart of higher probability. So when the sign goes into that certain house in the Navamsa, the greater probability of the sign energies playing upon the areas of the house will be very, very high, will be very strong. The Pisces sign going into the 8th house, Pisces sign giving, being charitable, emotional, being somebody who is very introspective. So Pisces sign in the 8th house will bring up too many obstacles in your path, too many challenges in your path, especially on the emotional side. These are not too many challenges on the financial side or materialistic side. What happens is this is a placement where you're not too much worried about highest materialistic. I want that Rolls Royce, I want that best. You want a decent house, you want a decent car, you want decent all things in the house and all are comfortable. You don't want an ultra luxurious house or a lifestyle. Some of you may have, if your placements are different in the Lagna chart, but generally with Pisces sign in the 8th house, you are not expecting too much. But still what happens is you may get some comforts, basic comforts, or maybe even more. But this may also make you somebody who has to run into emotional challenges every now and then, because the emotional side is getting affected. So either at work somebody is not helping you, so emotionally you get affected. The partner is not doing enough for you, emotionally you get affected. 8th house, in-laws, many times you may not get as much emotional support from your in-laws. They may like you, they may also feel you're a good person, whatever, but there will also be some of this tug-of-war energy with your in-laws every now and then. You're not most comfortable, most happy, most comfortable around them. The other thing is shared partnerships where you're sharing assets. So be a little careful if you have Pisces sign in the 8th house and the Navamsa, if you're sharing resources on a legal paper with your partner. Try and keep your finances, at least some of your finances, separate from your partner. Keep it into a separate account, put it into a separate investment. Don't put everything into one basket, that everything that you have earning is also in a joint holding between you and your partner. So keep that thing aside, because one of the reasons I am saying is not that you should not trust your partner. Of course you should trust your partner, but also you should keep something for yourself aside. But it is the Pisces sign energy which goes into the 8th house. So sudden challenges come up and they may erode the assets energy that is calling upon or working upon joint assets. So it's always better to keep some money away rather than to put everything in there. The other thing is 8th house, sudden obstacle challenges are coming up and they emotionally drain you, and these challenges usually come from family or the closest people who are to you, your friends or your spouse or your children or even siblings. So on the emotional side, those upheavals every now and then come. Change will come to you, and usually at least one emotional change or emotional transformation you have to go through in your life, either because of a loss of a relative or a loss of a relationship, or you going through ups and downs in the relationship and then you coming upon an epiphany that I need changes, I need to change that, and only after that emotional transformation then things are settled. So if your Pisces sign in the 8th house, be a little careful of how you are handling obstacles, how you are handling emotional quotient, because then you may not be able to keep yourself more balanced and you may end up giving too much even on the emotional side.